I just got my pilot license. Well, what plane do you fly? I fly an UAV, an unmanned aerial vehicle, a drone. I'm a drone pilot.
तू समझा? हाँ. नहीं, तू समझा नहीं.
Well, this conversation is not an imaginary conversation. It's not a conversation from the future. It's happening around us. What am I talking about? Well, welcome to ET Careers GenNext, where we decode the careers of today and tomorrow. I'm Debleena, and today we're going to talk about the exciting, unconventional, and really interesting careers which are emerging in the field of drones. But before we get into the careers, let's first ask, is the hype real? Let me start with how big the market itself is. Well, globally, the market is expected to be over 20 billion in size already and is expected to grow to about a $180 billion market over the next few years. And just in India, the market is estimated to grow to about a $2 billion market in the next few years. So obviously it's big. Not just that, the interest which has been also shown by some of the government programs, whether it's around the scheme of trying to make India a global hub for drones, definitely is kind of getting more interest. And a lot of people are therefore also showing interest in the sector. So we recently saw, for example, cricketer MS Dhoni taking stake in a company in the sector. We saw Adani Enterprises taking a 50% stake in a company in the sector. And more such deals are definitely happening. So while these are happening, while the sector is growing and it's emerging and a new sector, obviously there's a need for people. And that's why careers in drone sector is definitely a topic of interest for a lot of young people like you. Before we get to, again, the most important career here, let me talk a little bit about the use cases. Where can drones really operate and where can they fly? Well, it's actually across sectors and very interesting use cases are coming up. Imagine, for example, agriculture. Across these large tracts of lands, a drone can actually help in trying to kind of manage the pesticides, looking at the crop health, etc. Or imagine, for example, another sector like, say, real estate. A drone can help do 3D modeling in the real estate sector. Military applications of drones, again, are extremely well known, but be it any sector, right? Imagine, for example, flood relief. Imagine, for example, air traffic control. Imagine, for example, conservation. Imagine weather management. There are many different areas in which these UAVs are becoming important. And this entire idea of how do we manage mobility of traffic and mobility of vehicles is definitely being talked about today. And maybe the pandemic and with the social distancing it brought in added a further lever of a headwind to the sector of drones, which definitely seems here to stay. Therefore, coming to careers and jobs. What kind of careers and jobs are available for youngsters looking to enter this segment? Well, there could be many. Each aspect, for example, could become a career or a job. For example, the assembly of drones, the manning of drones, the flying of drones, and the management of drones. Each of these could actually become career and job aspects for the people looking at the sector. But let's focus on the one area where there is maximum interest, a drone pilot, which we talked about in the beginning. So where do you really get trained to become a drone pilot, and what does the training really mean, and what can you get paid if you become one? Those are questions you would have, and yes, we'll answer that. So where do you get the trainings? There are 8 certified training operators already. The training operators have to be certified by DGCA, since these are really important applications where the drone safety and the pilot's ability to operate is a very important factor. So go to these certified operating centers. We have mentioned these 8 operating centers in our video. So look for the one closest to you and therefore take the right training before you want to become a drone pilot. Not just that, as you're trying to take the training, remember what you need to definitely get is a pilot identification number. A pilot identification number is important to get in this particular training, and you also need to get what is called an unmanned aircraft operator permit and a remote license, a remote pilot license. So armed with all of this, you can become a certified drone pilot, a certified UAV operator, and these jobs can open up for you. In terms of salary, based on our research, an average salary is around the range of 4 to 8 lakhs currently. But as the sector emerges, as more use cases and more applications come up, we are very sure there could be more careers and jobs opportunities coming up in just the area of drones. We'll bring that to you. Till then, see you next time. I'm Debleena, signing out for ET Careers GenNext. Thank you so much. See you soon.